higher. Yeah, made it. Hey everyone, welcome to Keyboard Skills Pro, and here we go with Burgmuller's Innocence. This is the wonderful little study from his collection of easy and progressive studies for the piano. And this is a cracking number, and in part one we of course explored all the first part and the fingering, and so we are now going to take a look at part two. Before we go any further, please do hit the old subscribe button, that is much appreciated. Would love to gain you as a subscriber. And if you haven't checked out my channel yet, Keyboard Skills Pro, there is loads of videos with teaching how to play the piano, piano pieces, organ, keyboard, music theory. So sincerely hope you will consider subscribing. Okay, so we have just finished this little bit in the first part. And then of course we have to play the second time bar. The second time bar is played, funnily enough, at the end of the second time that you play the main theme. So we played this through. Da da da, box two, da 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 da. And that little melody is on the right hand, not the left hand as it was inside the first time bar. So what we do is we come in, look like this. Little C chord with the C note, and then change to your second finger. And we've got a little B natural in there, look. Okay, and that's the first little bit to link us in to our middle theme. Now this middle theme, the second section, it is a tremendously fun thing, and again, very important. We're going to explore finger numbers, all manner of things like that. So let's take a look at the left hand first of all. The first two bars of this second section are actually repeated. So we begin by putting our index finger on the B flat and our thumb on the C. And we go 1 and 2 and 3 and the third finger is on the A ready. And then it repeats 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Notice my 5-finger position here, look, okay, little on the F, thumb on the middle C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. So it just repeats. Then we've got a little F chord, which we do with our pinky and our middle finger. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to punch B flat and D, which is at the top there, okay? So da 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 dum, and we use these two fingers, B flat and D right there, okay? So do 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 do, and notice how I'm holding the little F chord down, F and A, look like a little baby major F chord. 1, 2, 3, tap. Now the B flat and the D there are staccato quavers, so they're going to be very, very short like that. 1, 2, 3, jump, and you lift your kick up and lift away to get that staccato. You've then got 2.5 beats to move your hand to C7. C and B flat makes a C dominant 7th chord, and we're using these two fingers, 1, 2, 3, and just slide them together like that. 1, 2, 3, 1. Hold, 2, 3, 1, and then jump down to an F at the bottom. Okay, let's play the whole of the left hand through. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's the left hand. Okay, so as with the first section, make sure that you know that left hand really well. Remember the first section we talked about the chords, didn't we? Learning our chords, our G minor 7s and C7s and F majors. So we know exactly what we're playing when we come to those particular bits. Exactly the same with this section here. So that's not too hard left hand, a little bit lighter than the first part, not any 3-note full chords, so that should be okay. Okay, so work on that first, gang, and then we're going to have to work now on our right hand. Now the right hand is where most of your focus will need to be, because there's a lot of finger work here, a lot of articulation, a lot of very crisp notes that we need and things like that. So we've just finished our second time bar, and then what we're going to do then is we're going to play this first C, not with the thumb but with one of the first fingers, the 2 or the 3, and we're going to go tap, ta, ta, tum. Okay, watch. Now, the phrasing and the articulation there is very important. The first note is staccato. The next 3 notes, C, D, E, are legato until you get to the E, and then you lift off with a staccato E. So it's tum, ta, tum. Tum, ta, tum. Okay, so it's 1 and a 2. And you can see there while we change fingers to get that very crisp, clean sound. Now all it basically does, this section, is it walks up. Dum ba da dum ba da dum, dum ba da dum ba ba bum. Now you can probably see there, let me show you that again. There's a pattern there, isn't there? Aha! We like patterns, don't we, gang? Yes, we do. So what's the pattern? Well, it's climbing up in little sets of 3s, little walks. Rather pleasant. Each little phrase, little tiny group, if you like, within the main section, has a little slur, little smooth line, and then a staccato at the end. So we start with our, say, middle finger, off, and then as you come off, thumb goes on, look, and then F. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're finishing on this C, 2 C's above middle C. So we start on the C above middle C, we finish on the C above that one. Okay, so watch that, look, little walking group, C, C, D, E, E, F, G, hold the G, and then that's a 1 beat, and then 2 off, so we go 2, lift, 1, 2, 3, lift, 1, 2, 3. So a lot of 1, 2, 3s. So those 2 bars, if you get those 2 bars really good, but it's very important, I can't stress enough, very, very important to spend the time learning the feel of the articulation. Okay? There we go. Okay, so very important to get that nice, clean sound there from the right hand. The next 2 bars are then a repeat, but they are written down here. However, if you look carefully above the music, there is a line, a bracket line, which says 8VA, and that means play us 1 octave higher than we are written. And so you're actually going to be continuing all the way up the piano to 1C. I'll go off camera, look, there's the top C. That's the C, 1 down from the top. So we're right at the top end of the piano compass almost. Okay, then put your a different finger, say 2. So it's a repeat of the first 2 bars played an octave higher. So let's learn those all together. There we go, that sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, so a very, very pleasant little passage, nice and crystal glassy sound at the top end of the piano keyboard there. Starting quietly though, building the volume as you work your way up. Now let's think of a word, sunflower. Sunflower, sunflower, da, sunflower, sunflower, dum, sunflower, sunflower, da, sunflower, sunflower, da, sunflower, sunflower, bum, ba, 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 sunflower, sunflower, sun, sunflower, sunflower, sun. There you go, sunflower, sunflower, sun. Put your teeth in. Okay, so that's how that little bit goes. Now, once we get to the top, you want to stay on that C, but change to your little finger. And then we're going to come down a scale of F major. F major is the one with the B flat in. Now, although we're not starting on F, we're starting on C. It's a kind of an F major sort of scale. So we come down, look in our caterpillars. Caterpillar, 1 on the F, cross the 3 over, like a scale. If you learn your scales, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, you may notice there in the music that the music suddenly seems to jump back up on the stage. That's because the octave bracket has finished. So as we come down, look, from the C, that C as it's written there means to be played up here because of the octave bracket. So that's why, because otherwise if we had to write these notes on the music, the ledger lines would be, you know, sort of like that high. So we put an octave bracket in to give us a chance to read them, but we're up here, look. So we come down, 1 E and a 2 E and then that B flat is written, it looks like it's gone up, but it hasn't. It's actually, we're coming down from the top note to meet this B flat. So it's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. Little scale up. 5, 3 on the E, 4 on the B flat. Alright? Ta 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 ta. If you did that finger correctly, your little finger will then be on the D. And now again, this is the sunflower pattern again. We're going to go sunflower, sunflower, sun. Okay, so look, coming from the D, look. D. You can keep the same finger there if you want, but it just gives it a little bit more Christmas look if you change. So I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, G, and then quickly change to my little finger on the G. Now, why do we need to do that? Well, we've got this enormous scale, look. Okay, da, 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 da. Yes, and it's a little bit of an F scale. So we're coming down, look, from the D, 1 and a 2 and a 3, and then lift. So I'm lifting in the air, look, changing my fingers, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, and then 3 on the E, down to C, back up, tuck on the F, 4th finger on the B flat, thumb on the C, and 4 on the F, like an F scale. If you know your scale of F major, this passage will not be a problem to you. If you don't know your F scale, learn it because it will do you a lot of good. Okay, so right at the top now, look, we're going to come all the way down. Dum, da, da, dum, da, da, sunflower. Then the caterpillars. Caterpillar, cut, tuck, tuck. And you finish on the F and then leap all the way down to F and A underneath. That is why we move our hand down and we finish at the end there. Okay, so there you go. So that's your right hand. Now, before you watch the next part where I show you how to put them together, spend some time learning your left hand and your right hand. Right hand particularly, attention to detail. Once you've got it, it will flow like running water, believe you me. Okay, so let's now work our way through this hands together lark, and so I'll assume you've spent a few days on each hand, really knowing the two parts. Maybe if you've got a friend or a family member who plays the piano a bit, maybe they can sort of partner you up with you to help with some partner practice. If you have a digital piano, record your left hand into the recorder sequencer and then play along, and vice versa. Very useful for that. So this is how it needs to sound. After a fashion. Okay, so how does that go together? Well, look at the music, look, and you will notice how most of the first bars are made up of quavers, members of the quavers family. We've got whole quavers, we've got semi-quavers. So when you see two semi-quavers, those are the pairs with the double lines at the bottom. Those guys play 2 to 1 of your left-hand quavers, okay? If there's just one with a tail, they go together. So let's first of all do the first 2 bars of this section. It goes a little bit like this. Okay, so we're going to change our finger. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. You've got to play that rock solid slow in order to be able to play it comfortably at speed. So do it really slowly. Count out loud. There's no shame in that. Some people don't do it. I never understand. So, really count out loud. Helps you out. But let's do those patterns. Look, sun, flower. So look at that. Look. So it's sun on the quavers and then flower. Now what you mustn't do, you mustn't break your left hand legato. So I want you to practice this with me. Little exercise, look. So every time I play on my B flat, B flat C, B flat C, B flat C. There you go, that's a little exercise to help you with that break. And hold that last note, look. Okay, now the A and the C go with the F notes and the A notes. Look, same pattern, look. Sun, flower, sun, flower, sun. Then we repeat it, carrying on up the keyboard. Sun, flower, sun, flower, sun, sun, flower, sun, flower, sun. Okay, so by learning the first 2 bars, you'll then find the next 2 bars very, very easy. So once again on that, 1 and 2 and 3 and... Building the volume. Okay, now coming down now is ever so easy, providing you've got your hand in this position, F major and the quick B flat chord. So we're going to hold the little F chord down all the way down the scale, okay? Caterpillar, caterpillar, caterpillar. Okay, caterpillar, caterpillar, caterpillar. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and 1. And you join it to that little chord. So that goes up to there on the D, and we stab with our little B flat chord. Once again. See how that smooth scale movement. Once we're playing this bit, look at my hand, look. It moved, didn't it? It didn't stay there. I went stop, move, and I move. Oh, now move your hand, and ready. And we're ready for that C dominant 7th chord. Look, so stab, move your hand, and then bring the chord in on the E, down 3 2 1 2 3, and then tuck, finishing, and then squeeze them together. So they go together. Look, down and up. The end. That's the absolute most perfect cadence sound you could ever wish to hear there. So here we go then. My fingers right would help. Looking here with your eyes for that F chord and a big F chord at the end there. Bottom F, A and F to create an F chord. So there we go, gang. Burgmuller's Innocence, covered in 2 parts, and you've been watching the second part with those wonderful quavers and semi-quavers, the crisp articulation, and my word, isn't that an absolutely fantastic piano piece. My name is Tom Horton. I'm a musician here in the UK, and I've played concerts in different countries around the UK. I've played in Europe, I've played in America, and I run this YouTube channel, teach lots of people, and also write and compose and publish my own music books. And so if you've enjoyed the channel, please do hit the old subscribe button. And if you'd like to download a bonus PDF of this particular piece with annotations to help you out to accompany this video, please visit patreon.com/Keyboard Skills Pro. Signing up for silver level or above helps support the channel with computers and software and everything else, and of course gets you a little bonus PDF. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed Burgmuller's Innocence. We'll do another Burgmuller very soon. And enjoy this little lovely piece. See you soon. Bye-bye.